It was all action this past weekend. Plenty of drama, late drama this weekend. Man City and Spurs and Liverpool as well came from behind to win. Arsenal, stumbled but got the win over a difficult and stubborn Everton side. And of course, Manchester United and Chelsea continue to struggle this season as well. So all of this is all we'll be giving you on the show today. But first, let's just go on a quick break. Take a word from 𝐿𝐿𝑥Bet. When we come back, we'll dive right into everything we have for you on the show today. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. Let's just get right into it. Let's give you all the results from this past weekend, and of course, we'll talk about some of the matches we saw. It started on Saturday lunchtime. Liverpool broke the curse of international break early kickoff. They beat Wolverhampton Wanderers, coming from behind to win that one 3-1. Manchester City claimed a 3-1 victory over West Ham away from home, also came from behind to win that one as well. Tottenham Hotspur came from behind as well to beat Sheffield United 2-1. Manchester United couldn't manage it on their own. They were beaten at home by Brighton 3-1. Fulham claimed a 1-0 victory over Luton Town. Luton Town looking like a team that will return to the championship very, very quickly. Aston Villa 3-1 winners over Crystal Palace. Also lead drama in that one. Newcastle 1-0 winners over Brentford. Bournemouth play out a 0-0 draw with Chelsea. It was a spectacular miss from Nicola Jackson. Yesterday we were talking about that as well. And of course, Arsenal claimed the 1-0 victory away at Everton. Leandro Trossard with a goal there. Later today, we'll see Nottingham Forest taking on Burnley at 7:45 p.m. Nigerian time. So let's just pick one or two of the matches we talk about before we open up the phone lines and take calls and messages as well. Let's stick with what we did on Friday. So you will each, review the other match. Buddy, I'm coming to you. Chelsea couldn't get past Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium, and they had a few chances, but again, there's still a telling lack of quality. And something that struck me, again, I've said it many times, I'll say it again, but in a different way. The Chelsea spent over £1 billion on players this transfer window, and you're going into a match, and your captain is Conor Gallagher. Buddy, disrespect. Conor Gallagher is captaining two-time Champions League winner Chelsea in a Premier League match. Conor Gallagher.
Well, it just shows the mess Chelsea are at the moment. Really, I like United like Chelsea, so I can't really say much in that regard at this point in time. But after the game yesterday, the same problems that we discussed about Chelsea. Right from last season or some seasons ago, when in the final third, I think they need to move the ball quicker. Too many passes, too many exchange of passes, and by the time the chance comes, the Bournemouth defenders have already set up properly to defend. But overall, for Poch, I still think it needs to do a lot more with this team. Yes, a young side, but how long? What are we going to? No, as a young side in terms of a team that has been put together this season, basically. Yes, a bit of the core is there. When you look at a lot of new players, they'll take time to adapt. Okay. But at some point in time, Anthony, Chelsea would run out of excuses because you can't spend so much. Our team is playing so abysmal. The United team that even lost over the weekend should be a motivation. United lost and Chelsea cannot still pass them.
Given everything Triple O said at the weekend that they would topple United, couldn't topple United. Triple O, let me come to you. Let's go to United. It was a 3-1 defeat to Brighton and Hove Albion at Old Trafford, as it were. And again, a very, very telling lack of quality in this United side. Just couldn't cope with Brighton at the end of the day.
Yes, they couldn't cope with Brighton at the end of the day. And if you look at how United actually is set up, some bad records have been set already. Because that was the first time in the Premier League that United have lost 3 of their first 5 matches. And in as much as you want to look at United and you want to think, okay, maybe they are a bit better of Chelsea, United have also incredibly underperformed their expected goal ratio. They are just above Chelsea. So Chelsea are the second worst side that has underperformed the expected goal ratio. Chelsea has an expected goal ratio of 10.13. They scored 5 goals, they've conceded 5 goals, and they are 5 points. Manchester United also, they are just a little above Chelsea. And you want to look at United, what is the problem? With Chelsea, you can say, okay, a new manager, they've changed too many things at the time. But you look at United, Erik ten Hag is not a new manager. He's had one full season. This is his second season. They've not done too many changes. It's still the players from last season, and the performance looks like it's deteriorating because United weren't even this poor last season.
Yep.
And the way they are going, it seems like they follow Chelsea down there.
Nicholas, let me come to you for this one. There has been suggestions that, you know, maybe the players are not committed, the players at United are not committed, that people have been saying things like that. And then I read a comment from Gary Neville, where he said, it's not that the players are not committed, that maybe United and their fans and the hierarchy have to open their eyes to the fact that maybe these players are just not good enough for that level.
I feel like answer this question, but
that we think they are. Okay, let's give it to the United fan to answer.
Maybe you should.
Let's give it to the United fan to answer. Okay, go ahead.
People like Gary Neville who keeps spewing nonsense. You can't have a team with a Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Rashford to an extent, and you'd say maybe these players are not good enough. Because see, every time he keeps talking about the players, the quality. Oh, okay, right now maybe he's a fan of ETH. Until ETH disappoints him very well, you come out again and start, abusing the coach. For the likes of Gary Neville, they should just shut up. It's about that time, really.
Let me read the comment. I was worried at the start of the season. There was this feeling that Manchester United had got their business done early in the transfer window, and that was good. But I was concerned the players that they had bought wouldn't improve them from last season. I never thought for one second they would challenge Manchester City and Arsenal from the players that they brought in. That would have needed a 𝐻𝐸𝐾 type of signing, or Declan Rice as an example. They didn't have the money to do any of those. They are not very good at the moment. There's no hysteria. I went to the Brighton game as a fan thinking, could I be surprised? That's what he said. So he's suggesting that it's not a commitment issue.
Anthony,
they are just not good enough.
See, Anthony, if the team has started very well, Willie said the same thing.
Yeah,
it will be a setup. We still struggle.
I mean, the ball urged for how long? For how much? Is that is not good?
Player by player,
okay.
United have far more quality than Brighton.
Exactly.
Can we compare them with
Brighton?
I think we'll look at it on a counter attack. We'll combine Chelsea and United, try and put our finger on what the problem is at both clubs.
Anthony,
because I find Gary Neville's comments intriguing. I find Bode's comments intriguing as well. Because again, I see what you're saying. Bruno, you can't look at Bruno Fernandes
and say
PSG wanted to die. Because they wanted Rashford.
They can't beat
Anthony,
Brighton.
It goes beyond what we are seeing on the pitch. I think when there's disunity, even in the locker room, it affects what you see on the pitch.
I feel that dressing room is divided.
And for Alan Shearer actually, picked out one player and he singled Martinez. If you look at the 2 goals they scored against Manchester United, he said Martinez should be closing on the players, not staying in front of the keeper and trying to block. If you look at the 2 goals, I think Martinez was actually, especially the third one, it was standing in front of the keeper. There was no way Onana will catch that ball at all. So I think as a defender, you should be closing on the attacker who's coming, not standing in front of the keeper and turning your back. So I think that there's so much going on. And there's no way you take away this Jordan Sancho issue and say it's not affecting them. No. I think there's a whole lot. There's
Anthony issue. There's Sancho issue.
Finally, one of the girls have dropped. But I think there's a whole lot.
We'll bring you back on counter attack. Definitely, we would like to know what is going on at United and Chelsea as well. Why are they struggling so much? Anyway, Nicholas, let me stick with you. Or let me even give it to all of you. Actually, the three teams who came from behind to win at the weekend: Spurs, Liverpool, and Man City. Spurs were at home, but Liverpool and Man City were away from home. Arsenal got a win as well, difficult game as well, so we'll throw them in there as well. Can we say these are the 4 teams that we know Man City are head and shoulders above everybody else? Let's not even lie. But can we say these are the 4 teams that are taking shape as the 4 teams that will be there or thereabouts?
It's too early. For Tottenham, you remember they always start well. They always start well. So Tottenham actually like the pretender in there. Those 4 teams you mentioned, for Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, they're going to show that they mean business. They're continuing from where they stopped last season. But for Tottenham, they always start like this. Then they begin to falter. But I must say, for Postecoglou, you must give him his flowers. He has been able to prove his worth. Being a new manager, unlike Pochettino for Chelsea.
But what do you think? Do you agree with Nicholas?
Yeah, Spurs are in there as the pretenders because at the end of the day, they always tend to see they start very well.
Yeah,
with every new
fire
manager,
on all cylinders.
the fire. It just takes one injury and what have you. But again, as much as we want to say that the manager as well have added a bit of mentality.
Okay.
If it was the Tottenham of maybe 2 years ago,
You know, lost that game actually.
the game over the weekend, they could have easily lost it because Tottenham were not at their A game, and we didn't see the best of them on the day. But again, they still managed, to grind out that result. Still early days.
All right.
Still early days, but
Can we agree that so far they've not missed Hurricane?
No, they haven't actually.
They haven't.
And we thought Hurricane's departure. I mean, there could be a time might come in the season that you feel okay. Hurricane would have done better. In fact, Richarlison got to go. So we just celebrate.
aside United, Spurs are not playing it outside.
United.
Let's go on the break. Take another word from one expert. When we come back, we'll take your phone calls and your messages as well. Don't go anywhere. It's still the Premier League Zone on a Monday, the review show.
You enjoyed this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.